former nurse has been charged with 8 counts of murder and 10 counts of attempted murder.
You murdered 7 babies and attempted to murder 6 others.
In the heart of Chester, England, where the cobblestone streets echo tales of history and heritage, a modern-day horror story was unfolding. The Countess of Chester Hospital, a sanctuary of healing, became the epicenter of a chilling mystery. As the town slept, its neonatal unit, a place of hope and new beginnings, was silently witnessing a series of events that would soon send shockwaves across the nation. This isn't a tale from the pages of a thriller novel. This is the harrowing story of Lucy Letby, a nurse whose actions would challenge our understanding of trust, duty, and the very essence of human nature. Join us as we unravel a narrative filled with twists and turns, where the line between caregiver and predator becomes terrifyingly blurred. Born on January 4th, 1990, in the cathedral city of Hereford, Lucy Letby's life began like many others. She was the cherished only child of John and Susan Letby. Growing up, Lucy was described as a shy and studious girl. Always engrossed in her books, her aspirations were clear from a young age. She wanted to be a nurse. She attended Aylstone School and later Hereford Sixth Form College. Her academic journey led her to the University of Chester, where she pursued her passion for nursing. Those who knew Lucy during these years remember a dedicated student, passionate about her chosen profession. Little did they know the dark path she would eventually tread.
She used that normality and the trust that she gained through being an average 20-something-year-old to commit crimes of an unimaginable scale.
Lucy began her career at the Countess of Chester Hospital, quickly becoming a trusted figure. Her dedication was evident, but behind this facade, a sinister pattern began to emerge. The neonatal unit started witnessing an alarming number of unexplained infant fatalities and collapses. The chilling commonality: all these incidents occurred during Letby's shifts. June 8, 2015. Lucy Letby's first known victim, Child A, was born 6 weeks premature alongside his twin sister, Child B. In the hands of Letby during the night shift, Child A's health deteriorated rapidly, passing away within 90 minutes of her duty commencement. The method? An IV air embolism. June 8th to 11th, 2015. Not long after, Letby targeted Child B, injecting her with air roughly 28 hours post the demise of her twin brother. Miraculously, Child B survived after resuscitation. Tests later revealed loops of gas-filled bowel, a symptom that would become eerily familiar in subsequent cases. June 14, 2015, Child C, born 7 weeks premature and in good health, met a tragic fate. Letby was spotted standing over his monitor as alarms blared. Even though she wasn't his assigned nurse, he succumbed to air injected directly into his stomach. June 22, 2015, Child D's life was cut short when Letby introduced air into her bloodstream. This caused her to collapse thrice in the early hours of June 22, 2015. The third collapse proved fatal. July 2, 2015, Dr. Stephen Breary, the head consultant on the neonatal unit, initiated a review of the 3 unusual deaths in June 2015. It was noted that Letby was the sole nurse on shift for each of these fatalities. August 4, 2015, Child E, another premature baby, was born alongside his twin, Child F. In a horrifying turn of events, his mother caught Letby in the act of trying to end the newborn's life. He later died from a fatal bleed, believed to be a result of Letby tampering with his nasogastric tube. August 5, 2015. Less than 24 hours after the murder of his twin, Child F became Letby's next target. She spiked his feeding bag with insulin, leading to alarmingly high insulin levels in his system. September 7, 2015. Child G, the most premature of all the babies, born 15 weeks early, was attacked by Letby on 3 separate occasions over 3 weeks. The first attempt on her life was made on her 100th day alive. Today, child G, aged 8, lives with severe disabilities due to these attacks. October 23, 2015. In a chilling act described as persistent, calculated, and cold-blooded, Letby took the life of child I on her 4th attempt. This was done by injecting air into the baby's stomach. In a twisted gesture, Letby later sent a sympathy card to the grieving parents on the day of their child's funeral.
That is a night that is etched on my memory and will be in my nightmares forever.
June 3rd, 2016. Letby made an attempt on the life of child N, a newborn boy with hemophilia. Using the child's condition as a cover, she attacked him by thrusting his nasogastric tube into his throat, causing trauma. June 23, 2016. In a span of 2 days, Letby targeted 2 triplets. First, she murdered child O, a perfectly healthy baby, by injecting air into his nasogastric tube. The very next day, she turned her attention to his triplet brother, child P, and pumped air into his stomach while feeding him milk. This act caused his diaphragm to shatter. The investigation into Lucy Letby was thorough and exhaustive. The police, in their meticulous approach, gathered a vast array of evidence. This included the medical records of the infants who were affected. They also secured CCTV footage from the hospital, which provided crucial insights into the events that transpired.
Was a huge piece of evidence. The prosecution case has been that we see that note as a confession. I don't think there's anybody who has worked on this investigation who will come out of the other side the same person they were.
To further bolster their case, interviews were conducted with various individuals. This encompassed hospital staff, the parents of the affected infants, and other potential witnesses. Additionally, a deep dive into Lucy Letby's online activities and search history was undertaken, revealing patterns and potential motives. Lucy Letby's methods of causing harm to the infants were varied and deeply disturbing. She was accused of injecting air into the bloodstreams of these babies, which led to fatal air embolisms. There were also instances where she allegedly overdosed the infants with insulin. In some cases, she was suspected of removing or tampering with their breathing apparatus, putting their lives in grave danger. Beyond these, she was believed to have sabotaged their care in other insidious ways, further endangering their fragile lives.
Exceptionally, probably the most emotional time that I'd sort of lived in my policing service.
The duration of this investigation was not short-lived. It spanned several pivotal years, marking a dark chapter in the history of the Countess of Chester Hospital. Lucy Letby was first arrested in 2018, drawing national attention to the case.
I think we don't just notice as a team in general, the nursing staff, that this was a rise compared to previous years.
The trial, which began in October 2022, was closely watched by the public and media alike. It finally concluded in August 2023, after months of testimonies, evidence presentation, and deliberations. The outcome of this extensive investigation and trial was clear and unequivocal. Lucy Letby was found guilty of the heinous crimes she was accused of. She was convicted of murdering 7 innocent infants and attempting to murder 6 others. These verdicts sent shockwaves throughout the community and the nation at large. However, the conclusion of the trial did not mark the end of concerns surrounding this case. In the aftermath, there were growing calls for further investigations. Many believed that the hospital's management should be held accountable. There were voices that argued that the hospital bosses, who possibly failed to act on early concerns about Lucy Letby, should face investigations for corporate manslaughter. The verdict did not provide closure. The haunting question remained: why? Why did a trained nurse dedicated to caring for the most vulnerable, commit such unspeakable acts?
It's a horrible thing to say, but I do genuinely believe that there are 4 or 5 babies who could be going to school now who aren't.
The Lucy Letby case serves as a chilling reminder of the depths of human depravity. A trusted nurse, someone who was supposed to care for and nurture the most vulnerable members of society, became one of the country's most notorious child killers. As the community tries to heal, the haunting memories of the babies Lucy targeted will forever remain a dark chapter in the history of Chester. If this documentary has provided you with insights and valuable information, please give it a thumbs up. Your feedback is crucial to us. Don't forget to comment below with your thoughts and reflections on this case. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to our channel for more in-depth explorations into the mysteries of our world.